US Fed is targeting 2% inflation year over year. Insane. I don't even know why they say that out loud. But what about the 9% inflation, which already baked into the prices with no matching wage growth across the board? Yep, it's pretty crazy when the Fed talks about some target number and they just kind of forget all those months, years, decades where they were off target and screwing everything up. And then if they do actually get back to 2%, I guarantee you the very next press conference, they're going to claim victory. They're going to say, look at that, we were right. 2%, we did it. I don't know why the language, well, I do know why. They're not dummies. This is one of the things, I'll go off on another side tangent here, talking about the Fed. You know, some people will call them stupid, of course, and it's natural to call the Fed members stupid, call the government stupid, the politicians, they're all idiots. They have no idea what they're doing. They don't know how to manage the economy. Have they not seen the national debt? Do they not know what inflation is? Haven't they seen rent prices? I mean, come on. What are they talking about? The CPI. It doesn't include food, energy. What else is there, right? We can all look at that and we can say, oh, they're just stupid. They just don't know what they're doing. Well, the truth is they're actually extremely educated. They know exactly what they're doing. It's just that their incentives are not aligned with our incentives. That's the problem. So it gives the illusion that they're all morons and they don't know what they're doing. The Fed's just bumping around in the dark, just, pulling levers and not knowing what to do. It's not actually true. There are a dozen very, very smart people sitting in a room, highly educated, some of the best economists in the world. It's just that they're trying to do something to the economy that doesn't align with what we want the economy to do. I'm not saying you're not falling for that, but just in general, people out there, don't fall for that. Don't think that the people that are making terrible policy decisions on our behalf are stupid. They're not. What you need to figure out is, why are they doing what they're doing, right? Because they are smart. You cannot argue. I mean, some of them are Nobel laureates. So they have PhDs from all the best schools. They know what they're doing. Why are they doing it? That's really what you want to focus in on. It's too easy to just blanket statements say, oh, they're all dumb, Well, that's a conversation ender. There's nothing further than that. Oh, they're dumb? Okay, well then let's ignore them. They're not dumb. So we need to have our investments match our thesis of the world around us. I happen to think that the economy right now is A, terrible, much worse than it appears, but B, exactly where the powers that be want it, right? This is a long-standing engineering project to get it to where it is right now. Sounds crazy when people say that, call me tin hat, whatever guy, but it is actually good when the average citizen is struggling. It is good when you're in power and you're collecting taxes and you're distributing things across society. It is pretty good if everybody is infighting, if everybody's angry and pissed off and on edge and, thinking everybody else around them is an idiot. This is very good for remaining in power, because if we did actually have the power to mobilize and vote incompetent people out of office or out of their positions of power, they wouldn't last very long. So you have to understand why this has all been engineered. These are not stupid people. The economy is awful. The debt is where it's at. The mismatch between wages and inflation and interest rates, by design, people. What are we going to do about it? That's all we have to figure out.